back to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. We're here on Fisherman's Bay, and this is an old game. This is from last year. It's, well, June, I think, of last year. I haven't been playing much World of Tanks actually this week. I've been playing Fort Triumph. They have a new update, and it's very good. I would definitely recommend people checking it out if they get the opportunity. Well, it's still in early access on Steam, but when it comes out, I'll probably be doing a video on it. And I also been playing, continued playing the Valkyria Chronicles. However, I have a bunch of old games that I had wanted to share originally, but there was just too many at the time. I was actually playing too much World of Tanks, more than I could share, even though I was doing 5 videos a week at the time. And I thought I'd share this one, and it's interesting because it's not clear, shall we say, initially why we win. And I'm only guessing to a certain extent because obviously it's way too late at the year past to probably get a replay. I don't think they keep the replays that long. I'm not sure how long they keep their replays on the server. I've never really checked into it that way. But it would be interesting. It would have been interesting to use a replay to go on. But I think what's happening here, one of the things is the enemy team is essentially limbing training. There is a couple of tanks up into the northwest of us, but the bulk of them are pushed into the town, and they've over-focused on the cap circle. And the problem is they have not, at any point, even though they have a reasonable supply of medium tanks, they have not at any point deployed a medium tank either to the western side of the map so that E-75 and the Waffenträger Panzer IV up ahead could actually see targets, the scout targets for them, nor have they at any time made any kind of foray into the village on the centre of the map where we have a medium tank parked at the moment. Now, I don't think our team is particularly flawless either. There's a medium and a heavy tank in the centre of the map that don't really leave their position much, and I don't think they're actually contributing much from where they are. Although they may be getting some side shots into the tanks in the town. So the problem for the Waffenträger up here is that when he's spotted, when he's able to spot anything, when he's going to be spotted. And there's just too many tanks looking at him. And he's nobody spotting back. And the E-75 is just overexposing. He could have side-scraped on a building or something like that and actually made things a lot more difficult. Or he should have come down a lot earlier. But as it stands, he's down there now without any support behind that rock. And there's just 4 or 5 enemy tanks around him. He's not going to last. And he's taking too much damage getting there as well. So it's worth the while coming out to disturb him. And I've crossed in the open ground here without even being spotted. So, again, complete lack of tanks on this side of the map. We have tanks in the cap circle, but we've managed to reset the cap. And the thing is, it wasn't any of our tanks in the centre that did it, which is what should have happened, really. It's one of the tanks that was fighting in the town just came out and went into the cap circle and reset the cap. It's not like we were short of tanks in the centre, and if they did push forward, they could shoot into the cap circle. And not only that, but when our tank went into the cap circle, it was the tank that was capping that took him out, not any of the other tanks. They're all just fixated on the handful of targets in front of them. Whereas if the enemy had pushed 2 or 3 tanks into the town and ignored the cap circle, up here, well, I wouldn't have done 2,000 points of damage, and I wouldn't be making this cruise along the back of the village. Largely undetected, supporting the guys to the north of me. And I think that still cleared out the town, because I think the extra tanks, the 2 or 3 tanks that were in the cap circle, weren't contributing a whole lot to the fight in the town at that point in time. They only actually got involved later on. And the problem is that we're actually now too well set up for them to get out of the town. Because if you try and get out of the town, you're under the guns of these tanks in the centre of the map. I think there might be still a guy down there surviving. And there was only 2 tanks of a difference at this point. Like, it wouldn't have been an insurmountable situation. Now, I think the Stradwagon actually did a lot. The S-tank did a lot of damage. I don't think the Atomic did. But it's too late to be defending up there. He'd have been better off. They both would have been better off to have left as soon as the Death Star was killed up in the northwest. And actually come up into the village, the centre. You can cover the back of the map from the village. And since there's no artillery to protect, there's no base up here. There was no advantage of being separated from the rest of their allies. They just made some easy damage for us. So now there's only 2 of them remained. And at this point, the numbers difference is such that I don't think we're going to lose. Because there's enough tanks engaged down here and there's more coming in. So they're already kind of matched, and we have extra tanks coming in, and they were unaware of us coming down. Like, as I managed to get that shot, the T-110E4. He wasn't paying attention to me, like, it was pretty much a free shot. And it means that he's then going to be taken out because he just doesn't have the remaining health. There was another tank coming in behind him, who was even faster than I was. And then it's just the mouse, and he's been attacked from 3 different directions. I'm going to get a shot off, but it turns out because he's back and forth and rocking, he took the hit on the gun mantlet, which meant it didn't go through. I would have had to hit more closer to the turret tree, because the turrets were flat enough though. So if you look at the final result, you'll see that the top players in the enemy team actually scored quite respectable scores. They just didn't quite do it in the right places. So we got a first class mastery out of that, and over 5k damage. And again, as I said, mostly because we were undisturbed. Nobody interfered with my game. I was allowed to play it the way I wanted to play it. It got me number 1 by experience. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.